apparently, this just happened less than 24 hours ago. Denims sacrifices their Reddit and Discord mods to save her own skin. Denims has sold her community out, sold her biggest defenders out to save herself. And if that doesn't tell you everything you need to know from someone a part of the Hassan Orbiter, someone like Denims herself are all pieces of shit, I don't know what will. Let's get into it. Ditched her community the moment it was convenient, the moment she could have helped anyone else besides herself? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She fucked over here. Tier 3 subs. God, he's so handsome. He's so handsome. Hey.
As predicted, the disloyalty is already shining through.
Yep. We're going to turn it up a little bit.
In the Ethan Klein lawsuits.
Is anybody surprised, guys? Is anybody surprised? Type 1 if you're surprised. Type 2 if you're not.
Denims throwing the Reddit and Discord mods under the bus immediately in one of her first court filings, sacrificing them to the legal corn of the Ethan Klein lawsuit. Of course, I
want to remind you that this woman has made hundreds of thousands of dollars of selling her body for money to these very people, and then is now throwing people who have no money, no livelihood, no jobs to the jackals, the people that she has supported and said, yes, continue to do this, continue to do this, continue to do this. And the moment she had an opportunity to fuck them over to save her own skin, she did it because she reacts to all the content. She encourages everything they're saying. But now that there's a punishment for her, all of a sudden she's against it. That's crazy, right? She threw away her own community. Hey guys, are you enjoying being a Denims fan now? This is great, huh? And don't worry, guys. Hassan will never do that to you too. Don't worry about it, guys.
Andrew Esquire, American attorney, and this is Legal Minds, where we teach you to be your own judge.
And here's what they need to do to all of their Discord mods, to all of their Twitch mods, to all of the Reddit mods. You better take those DMs that you have of them and you better give them to anybody who asks for them to save your own skin, because they would do the exact same thing to you. So you better get ahead of it. You better get ahead of it, because they're coming after you legally if you do not do something about this.
Already we are having updates in this case. Now, we've had the multiple cases, obviously, Denims, Frogan, and Casey Tron, and we're going to be following those bit by bit.
I genuinely love it.
As I've said, in the legal world, in the legal jungle.
And if you don't want to deal with any of these other streamers' nonsense, just go in there and type W Tectone or Tectone Goat, and you'll get banned immediately anyway. So enjoy that. Thanks, Ludwig.
Is every man or woman for themselves. Now, many people like to talk about, one for all for one. We're all in this together. We're all part of a big community. And
we're all in this together until it becomes any inconvenience to me whatsoever. And then you're underneath the bus. Ain't that right, guys?
That may be well and good in the realm of feelings or in the realm of streaming or whatever else. But once you're in the courtroom legally, whether you like it or not, these defendants are all in it for themselves.
Yep. Can I tell you someone who's not in it for themselves? Andrew Esquire. Can I tell you why that is? I can now prove to you why Andrew Esquire is not doing his channel for clout. He is not doing his channel for money. I have undeniable proof. Guys, if he were to have made this video literally 1 second longer and made it an 8-minute video, this video would have received 120% more ad revenue. But unless you make it to 8-minute, you can't put a mid-roll. So this guy literally is doing this just in the name of justice. This is a great man, bro. This is a great man.
That's why each defendant will need to have their own individual counsel, because ultimately their responsibility to defend themselves falls on solely them. They can't rely on these other people. And I know that maybe these Discord mods, these Reddit mods looked at Denims, looked at Casey Tron, looked at Frogan, and saw these massive legal funds. They saw all this money in those legal funds, and they thought that was going to go to help them as well. They thought that would help their case, that would help them fight back against what they want to fight back against. That's not happening at all. And we have receipts today showing that Denims has already done this. So in this court filing, in this case, of course, TED Entertainment, that's Ethan Klein. I'll just refer to TEI as Ethan Klein, California Corp against Alexandra Marwer Saber, aka Denims, and the Does 1 through 10, which are the mods. So this is a joint stipulation granting plaintiff, that's Ethan, leave to serve third-party subpoenas prior to the Rule 26F conference. So what this is Ethan Klein wanted an expedited subpoena against these mods. So he's trying to fast track subpoenaing these mods. And this is not something that is necessarily 100% granted all the time. There are things they could fight back. There are things they could push back against.
And
this isn't something they necessarily have to agree to. But when you look at it here, when you look at the actual document and you see what happened, these guys talk. So obviously Ethan Klein and the attorneys for Denims had a conversation after Denims was served with a complaint.
It's essentially,
Denims
we want this
received the
information and you legally have to give it to us.
The list of everything that Ethan Klein is alleging against Denims. They contacted Ethan Klein's lawyers to discuss preliminary matters related to the case. Here's the sauce. The counsel for Klein responded to the counsel for Denims and explained their intention to file an ex parte application for expedited discovery. So faster than normal discovery against Reddit and Discord for obtaining personal information. So we're talking names, emails, whatever information that Reddit and Discord have, any information they have.
Yeah, these victims, in their minds, Denims and Frogan and Casatron, they need to settle immediately. Because the moment that this gets to discovery, I mean this generally, their lives and their careers are over. Straight up. They need to be on their knees begging it does not make it to discovery. They will be absolutely fucked bad. Once again, their next video will be on Pornhub called Ethan Klein Fucked Us legally.
They're going to turn it over. Of the H3 Snark mods prior to the conference of the council under Federal Rule Procedure 26F.
What's a snark
Reddit? The counsel for Denims responded to the...
A snark Reddit is essentially, insert snark Reddit means Reddits that are dedicated to destroying someone's life. So it's against Reddit's TOS. They don't ban them for whatever reason, because for some reason companies have a hard time applying their TOS fairly, which has been a common trend lately. But yeah, this Reddit was dedicated to ruining Ethan's life, his wife's life, his kid's life, and they didn't ban it. So now Ethan is taking this matter to his own hands, which might actually set him up to have a lawsuit against the company itself.
Counsel for Klein to set up a time to confer. They agreed to confer on July 1st. On July 1st, the counsel for the parties conducted a telephonic meet and confer regarding the ground. So they talked on July 1st. The counsel for Denims agreed to their request to seek expedited discovery from Reddit and Discord to obtain their personal identifying information.
Imagine that.
To name them in the complaint and serve them.
Yep.
They've agreed to enter into the joint stipulation to grant Klein leave to serve these subpoenas.
Title of the video: Denim's life is fucked. Her career is over.
So,
bro, who in the would continue watching a content creator that actively threw her own community under the bus the first opportunity they had, when Denim specifically was instructing them to do all of the things they were doing? This is so bad. This is so bad. They would actively react to this Reddit and encourage it. And now that there's an issue, now they throw underneath the bus. Disgusting. You'd be surprised. Oh, I know. The Simps will still watch.
There is no objection from Denims whatsoever. So Denims, their counsel had the ability to object to this. They had the ability to fight back against this. They made a decision. They elected to say, we are not going to raise any defense on behalf of the Reddit or Discord mods. We're not going to defend them in any way. We're not going to push back against this.
What's crazy is, if you guys thought Denim's community was bad now, everybody who's going to see this, who's sound of mind, will stop watching. But this will reinforce all of the retard schizo behaviors and form the world's tightest schizo hug box on the entire platform. Because now only the fucking Coomers and the Gooners are going to be the ones watching this chick. Nobody else will watch her. Nobody. So the narratives in the echo chamber is about to get even worse. This is going to unlock phase 2.
We're not going to say, hey, let's wait till after we do this conference, which is when we would normally have discovery. Normally discovery would happen later on, right? No. let's let them get all of their personal identifying information. Let's let them make this happen now. And I think this may be surprising to a lot in that camp, in the Denims camp or in the mod camp or et cetera.
Well, the attacks on you also increase,
who
most
thought
likely.
they were going to be this one big team.
But whether I get
against
1,000 or
evil villain
10,000, it
Ethan
makes no
Klein.
difference.
That's not
Who cares?
how it's
I'll just
working.
close my eyes.
How this is going to look is more like a sinking ship. It's more like a ship that just took a full broadside from the USS Ethan Klein. It's taking on water. It's going down, and they are fighting over the one leaky lifeboat off of the ship. Not to mention that leaky lifeboat is likely going to be captured by Ethan Klein in the end. It's every man and woman for themselves. And as we see this lawsuit proceed, you're only going to see more of this. You're only going to see more instances where these parties are at odds with each other, where they're pointing the finger at each other, where they're saying, hey,
how fast is fast track for the courts? Is it down from 2 years to 1.8 years? I know, right? Dude, the legal system is so fucked. It takes so long to do anything, bro. It's so bad. That's why so many people do so many bad things. You know, like for example, like false allegations, false accusations, like they almost never get you punished. Like 1 time out of 10,000, they might actually get punished. It's so embarrassing. That's why lawyers have to get creative with how they're going to deal with defamation cases, because it's so hard to do anything.
This person did this. No, this person.
Yeah, and there's so many ways to keep things like an illegal loophole and just delay.
Did this. This is when the information is going to really come out. This is how the parties break apart. They fight. When they get pressure on one party, the other ones are going to break. Because if one mod, for example, says, hey,
like
I don't want anything to do with this. I want to get out of this. They try to bargain with Ethan Klein. They try to get some sort of settlement with Ethan Klein. This is when the knives come out. This is when people start stabbing the others in the back willingly, just to try to escape this, just to try to get out of this. And this is going to escalate as we go into discovery. We haven't even got full communications yet, full emails, full messages. Once those things come out, it's only going to get worse, because discovery will go deeper and deeper and deeper into the communications between those parties. So as this goes forward, I expected.
Guys, I mean this genuinely. It's about to become a fucking bloodbath. I don't think people understand how insane things are about to get. Like, this is about to go even further beyond. And right now, the good guys are winning. And don't worry, right now we're dealing with the peons and the lackeys. I guarantee you, there's going to be repercussions for the big bad too. Just wait, guys. I'm telling you, it's about to get really bad really quick. People do not understand how huge this is.
To be very bloody, very messy. And I certainly do expect that some of these mods are going to jump ship, and some of the mods are also going to point fingers back at the content creators, back at Denims, back at Frogan, back at cked, and possibly at other content creators. It's possible if other ones were involved here. We mentioned Sean the Black, and of course there's
Sean the Broke,
the great white whale of Hassan, right? That Captain Ahab Klein is kind of aiming for there. It is possible.
Guys, I'm telling you, Ethan gonna get him. He's laying the trap. Ethan gonna get him. Just wait. He'll find a way, man. A Jewish man with a Jewish lawyer. Horrifying to fuck with. You know, the Jews killed Jesus, guys. You think they can't take down a political streamer? Just wait, baby.
Possible, very possible that they could point fingers that direction as well. And that's when things get more interesting, because as we're seeing now, Ethan Klein is fully open to filing new lawsuits, as he's filed a new lawsuit today, or thinking about filing a new lawsuit today against another person on Twitter, on X. We can only hope to see more interesting things as this goes on. But of course, we'll cover all of it on this channel. Until next time.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?
Stop. It's an insane fucking outro, bro. Andrew Esquire is so fucking base, bro. Go give him a subscribe, guys. God, I love this channel.